behüten und bewahren, an Seele, Leib, Hab und Gut. Und alles, was auf dieser Alp ist.
Due to its varied topography and climatic conditions, Switzerland has been a versatile agricultural country since early times. Approximately 2/3 of its area of more than 40,000 square kilometers is made up of rock, ice, waters, forest, and settlements. Only just over 1/3 of this surface can be used as farm and alpine land. Yet another third consists of alpine pastures, which are suitable for cattle only during the summer. For hundreds of years and still today, Swiss farmers have made their mark on the country and its landscape, right into the remotest mountain valleys. They've played a major role in making it attractive to both local people and tourists. In Switzerland, there are more than 60,000 farms spread throughout the 4 language regions. Whether in a family or large-scale enterprise, the farmers all speak the one common language of sustainable agriculture. Their main task is to produce fresh, high-quality food. On Swiss farms, there is a diversity of domestic animals, such as chickens, sheep, goats, pigs, and horses. The main animal is the cow. Dairy cattle cover nearly half of the Swiss agricultural yield. The milk from the valley cows is processed by the large dairies into various milk products. Almost half of all Swiss farms are situated in the mountain region, where work for the farmers is more difficult than in the lowland. Without the Alpine farmers, remote areas, meadows and alpine pastures would become wild and uncultivated. Every summer, Barbara Peter goes to the alpine pasture.
This work gives me a great deal, and I have the feeling it enriches my life. The time spent up here is an eye-opener to what is really important. Being on the Alp is wonderful because you actually see the product you make.
Although the federal government provides substantial contributions, farmers in the mountain regions earn around 1/3 less than their colleagues in the valleys. This induces many to take on a second profession.
During winter, I'm a teacher, but whenever I think about my time on the Alp, it immediately draws me back there again. It's a part of my life.
Switzerland has brought about important pioneering advances in support of ecological farming. Since 1999, the government makes direct payments only to those farmers who work within strict ecological guidelines. Today, almost all farms comply. Maurice and Joël Terrain cultivate their farm according to the requirements of integrated production. One of the features is that intervention is no longer routine. We first check if intervening with crop protection products is worthwhile. The dose must always be very precise. Before the ecological movement began in the early 1990s, farmers used 2,500 tons of crop protecting agents every year. 10 years later, it dropped to 1,500 tons. These ecological efforts today serve as a classic example for other countries. Numerous labels and indications of origin are evidence of the quality of the products. Products with the original stamp Suisse Garantie, for instance, are manufactured and processed in Switzerland, meeting strict requirements, environmentally friendly and without genetically modified organisms. IP Suisse stands for integrated production. The bud stands for excellent organic quality. Almost 10% of Swiss farms are organic farms, where particularly gentle techniques dealing with pests, fungi and weeds are specified. the organic products are becoming increasingly popular. Most Swiss farms are medium-sized and specialize in both crop growing and cattle farming. Swiss farmers produce vegetables, berries, fruit, cereals, oilseeds, sugar beet, and potatoes, among other crops. Due to the small, often hilly cultivation area, the high salary level, and the strict legal regulations, production costs in Switzerland are high. In order to survive in the market and to compete with foreign competition, Swiss farmers have to come up with new ideas. To lower production costs, Stefan Britschke worked together with other farmers. Meanwhile, he cultivates over 100 hectares of land and has introduced new production methods. For some years, we've been using this modern method of cultivation, whereby strawberries are planted on top of embankments. Thanks to the embankments and the plastic covering, no pesticides need to be used. In general, the plants grow better and are healthier. We've also offered these services to other farms. Whether produced by smaller or larger companies, Swiss cheese enjoys an immense popularity both nationally and worldwide. The Niederberger family has decided in favor of more economic independence.
A few years ago, I decided to take over the cheese production myself.
The rich assortment of cheeses with its diversity of aromas is on sale in supermarkets and weekly markets. It forms a further important part of Swiss culture. This 200-year-old storehouse is given the same care and attention as the old Swiss recipe for the Sprinz cheese, which is stored here.
The weekly market is the most important for me. Selling products I've made myself and the appreciation of the customers. I enjoy that.
Other farmers also favor direct selling like the Niederberger family. However, more than 2/3 of the products reach the consumer through large distributors. The Swiss Jura is the home of the Freiberger, the only native breed of horse. Gabriel Rey is a horse breeder. I was raised among horses from the Franche Mountains where I spent my childhood. In those days, we only worked with horses. Later we had tractors. I continued breeding the Freibergers, which are famous for their excellent characters. Every year in spring, between 2 and 4 young horses are broken in. Our horses are also trained for hippotherapy. Horse breeding gives me great satisfaction. Switzerland has one of the most advanced animal protection laws in the world. This ensures that animals are kept in an appropriate manner, with enough space, light, sufficient exercise, healthy feeding, no preventive antibiotics, and no hormones for fattening purposes. Industrial production in animal factories is therefore out of the question. Swiss wines are a precious cultural commodity for the local consumers. On average, Swiss wine producers press 120 million litres of wine per year. Half of it is white wine. The Callos family's wine-growing estate is a family business with very few employees. All the modern technology available to us today must serve to bring out the best quality of the grape in the wine. That's to say, the type of vine, the soil, and the microclimate. To counter foreign competition, the Calots offer their regional specialities, with old varieties of grape from the Valais area. Within the Calots family vineyard, natural islands are left on purpose for the protection of rare animal and plant species.
Parce que la nature
Because nature is the guarantee for our future.
de notre futur.
In accordance with the federal constitution, the future of agriculture in Switzerland should be conditioned by farming families and not industrial companies. They should continue to maintain their various efforts for the benefit of the environment, the countryside, and the population. Being a farmer is more than a profession, it's a vocation and an important integral part of Swiss culture.